Glad you could join us today on Earth File. Welcome to the program. I'm Ayola Kasim. The renewable energy industry continues to boom, creating an additional 500,000 new jobs globally in 2017. The total number of people employed in the sector, including large hydropower, is up by 5.3% from the 2016 jobs and now stands at 10.3 million globally. It's the first time in history renewable jobs have surpassed the 10 million mark. Experts say renewable energy has considerable potential in the country and could bridge the major energy gaps in rural areas. The growing opportunities for renewable energy in Nigeria are becoming more evident as new grid technologies like concentrated solar power are emerging as competition with conventional oil-based power generation. So we open Earth File today on how this is playing out. Do stay with us. Madam Mary Meshagon is a wholesaler in Ogudu area of Lagos, Nigeria's largest city, where power demand vastly outstrips supply, meaning its 25 million residents must either go without or rely on expensive fume-belching generators. Like many in the nation's commercial capital, she craves steady power supply.
You know, when I realize, most of the time they normally bring a crazy bill. Then we normally fight with my neighbor. So there was a day that there is one man called Solution, come and buy something in my store. So I'm drawing my generator. So when the generator just on, he off again. He now say, Madam, can't you be using the solar system? I say, solar system. At least I'm using one globe. If I can see something that it can even better than that globe, I will prefer it. He say no problem. He will come and do it for me. When I invite him to come and give me sample, when I thank God since I've been using the solar. In fact, there is no strength to go and buy petrol in the filling station too. Then there is no panic that if I'm not around, my children, they will not be able to on the generator. This one is working for 24 hours. So I don't have any problem about any solar. Now, I now decided that I'm not even using NEPA again. So I call my neighbor that, please, I don't want to use any NEPA anymore because this one, it doesn't give me any much strength. It doesn't give me any much wahala. And since I've been using it, I changed my battery once.
For more than 2 years, Madam Meshagon has been connected to an off-grid power supply. She now spends 2,500 naira per month against 5,000 naira she was spending when she was connected to the national power grid.
In fact, you know, when you never start something, you will not know the advantages of it. When I start it and I compare, even just only petrol that I'm buying inside the generator, compare the amount that I'm paying for solar, solar is even more better than any other one. So, in time of finances, it's very, very good. The money that we are spending is once and for all. Once you have done it, that is the end. One thing I normally do, you know, during the rainy season, there's no much heat. So I don't on my fan 24 hours. I used to off it so that it will give me light, especially in this shop. I know that I need more light, more than fan during the rainy season. So it doesn't affect me too much.
Her uninterrupted electricity supply is now being provided by AA&O Solutions, a renewable energy startup company in Ojota, also in Lagos. The team's focus is to ensure that clients enjoy uninterrupted power supply that is pollution-free. They currently provide this solution to more than 10 offices in the complex they occupy with their 7.5 kVA power bank.
3 years ago, when we started off from this complex and we discovered that there was no light at all. The entire complex has been cut off from the national grid. So we now sat down and said, okay, what can we do, you know, to change the, to bring a difference to the whole problem. So we now decided to set up an alternative energy solution. The system that we have currently in our office, and we introduce it to some of the customers around, that knowing fully well that how much they spend on irregular, like every month on electricity supply. Most of them are on generator all through. So we decided to give them something that is much more cheaper. And from the time we started till now, we have about 10 customers on our list, and they are fine.
None of the team members had a background in engineering, but what motivates them is the need to solve a persistent problem in the country.
I had a degree in geography, and at the end of the day, I've done a whole lot of logistics operations, but I've not done anything in alternative energy. But looking at the kind of inspiration that comes from me, I decided to go into it and, do some trainings here and there, and at the end of the day, we're here. Okay. We had quite a number of certifications that we have done in alternative energy solutions.
They belong to a group of campaigners that have welcomed the shift to renewables as an efficient way to provide power to communities and help clean up the country with some of the world's worst urban pollution rates. To them, ready access to electricity will reduce youth unemployment and increase productivity. It will also contribute greatly to reducing the carbon footprint of a growing energy demand by the urban population.